Hey Vermont, Jill Martin Diaz here from Vermont Asylum Assistance Project. I'm joined by Penny. I'm here to talk to you about a new pattern we're seeing in immigration court called mega master calendar hearings. Master calendar hearings are the names for routine, non-evidence-based hearings that immigration courts have to figure out what's going on in a person's immigration case and make plans for what ultimate immigration status the person might be seeking, or to resolve the question of whether they're removable under federal civil immigration law. The problem is, if you miss any immigration court hearing, including a master calendar hearing, the consequences are severe. You can be ordered removed in your absence, be at higher risk of detention by ICE, become ineligible to apply for certain forms of immigration relief, even be subject to fines or civil penalties. It's really important not to miss an immigration hearing. Immigration courts are now scheduling master calendar hearings in large batches rather than hearing individual cases one by one. They're identifying groups of cases that have similar questions, calling them to be heard all at the same time, and making decisions about them in one fell swoop. This is not due process. It will be challenged in federal courts, but for now it is what's happening in immigration courts in the administrative law system. A lot of people have a next court date that's given to them on a piece of paper. The immigration court system changes those dates all the time. And what we're seeing with these mega master calendar hearings is that the court is advancing or moving up a person's next hearing date, scheduling them for a mega master calendar hearing, not sending them proper notice in the mail, making it more likely that a person is going to miss their hearing. They might change your hearing, you might not know it is happening, you might not know to appear. When the day comes, they'll call your name and your A number, the registration number that the government uses to track non-citizen immigration files. If the person doesn't appear for the hearing, then the judge is within their right to order that person removed as though they have chosen to abandon their immigration process. Because of this, it is very important to go to every scheduled immigration court hearing. We recommend checking the case status of your immigration proceeding in immigration court regularly through the Executive Office of Immigration Review, or EOIR, Automated Case Information System, which you can do online, or you can call an 800 number, 800-898-7180. We recommend that people with removal proceedings check their case status every week. The closest immigration court to Vermont is Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Courts are increasingly asking people to come in person for their court dates rather than appear by video, as has been the practice since the COVID-19 pandemic quarantine. There's two things you need to know. One, it's really important not to miss your court date. The best way to avoid missing your court date is to check the status of your court case all the time, every week. It is common that the department is not sending proper paper notice to individuals about when their hearing dates are getting changed to. Also, make sure that you're staying on top of keeping your address up to date with the immigration court system. Anytime you move, the immigration court and ICE do require that a person in removal proceedings let the government know of their new address. That also helps to increase the likelihood of you receiving notice of any upcoming hearings. If you are someone who would struggle to be able to travel to Chelmsford, Massachusetts from anywhere in Vermont, you are allowed to ask the court by submitting a motion, which is a paper request, to appear by video or by telephone. You explain the hardship, maybe it's lack of access to transportation or caregivers or time off work or finances associated with travel. And you let the court know why it's a hardship for you to go in person, and ask for the court to please instead give you access by video or by phone. You can request legal help from VAAP and our legal services partners if we can help orient you to any case-specific resources. We are going through some staffing transitions this summer, and so unfortunately, we are going to struggle here in Vermont to provide individualized or one-on-one attorney-client advice about how a person should be navigating changes to their immigration court schedule, and a change from a web appearance to an in-person. So we're going to be sharing lots of resources online, and we're going to make sure that our intake coordinator, who responds to requests for help at vaapbt.org/help, has resources to share with people who are reaching out. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we make difficult decisions about how to marshal our limited attorney resources carefully. We are watching the situation closely, and we'll be sure to keep the community updated on what we see.